Over the roar of the crowd, the bad boys of Toledo Vader stand poised to give the performance that will change their lives/afterlives, for the better or for the worse. Either way, this is the moment. But first, we rejoin our band of brothers in the wings as their rivals from Valley of the Rogue take to the stage. Next up
is our bittersweet, our terrible rivals.
Valley of the Rogue.
Valley of the Rogue. The group gets up. Valley of the Rogue. Valley of the Rogue.
VOR 4.
No.
I was like VOG was what I was gonna say.
You can't call it that.
Did you gotta say the full name? It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. You see Ricardo Rogue stepping out. He has a custom guitar, like an axe that looks kind of like an axe. It's got like a sort of spectral, magical, like axe blade on it.
Worst.
Someone from the audience yells out, Marceline did it better.
He doesn't know that because Adventure Time doesn't exist in this world and he's a hack.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, but somewhere even in the back of your minds, you realize that, yeah, someone else made the axe joke first. This guy is an echo. He's never had an original song in his life, but what he has had is one big hit, and the audience is gonna hear it. Anyone want to roll?
Shipwrecker. Oh.
No, this is a different. That one's their new. That's their new.
Oh, Shipwrecker's their new one?
It's Shipwrecker's from the new EP, but they've been touring this summer with.
This is a 48. Ooh. 48.
Only the best.
Only the best.
Only the best is their big hit.
Yeah. Only the best.
Yeah.
Can it just be a straight ripoff of Simply the Best? No, of Simply the Best.
Oh,
Simply the Best.
Yeah,
No, absolutely not.
I think it's energetic, angry, hype. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you nothing but the best. You nothing but the best. Good luck.
I was walking down the road, a long and lonely trail. At midnight I found myself at a crossroads. And who did I find but the devil himself? Now the devil, he said to me, son, I can give you what you crave. I said, devil, don't you bother, 'cause I already got it made.
I wish you nothing but the best. But the best. To those that hated me, to those who look down, their little nose is wearing nothing but a frown. The emperor's got no clothes on now. I look at you. Nothing but the best. And I wish you nothing but the best. Only the best for you.
Only the best for me.
Only the best for you.
Back in that little town where I came from, nobody thought I could amount to none. And then I went outside and found my way. And now I look back at all of them.
The best! Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best.
Oh, Ricardo! Ricardo's on my neck!
And my neck. Weird request, but okay.
Yeah, you see, you hear after their first song, the crowd goes absolutely wild for Valley of the Rogue as you fret backstage, pacing as they continue on to somewhat less applause than that first song at least. You watch as Ricky strums his guitar. You see this giant spectral hand like his own, echoing himself. But writ large, this sort of clawed devil's hand appearing in the air behind him, mirroring his movements as he strums and picks and shreds on his guitar. When he reaches out to give the audience a triumphant middle finger, it mirrors him. And as he turns...
The whole crowd returns his bird.
Yeah, they return it back. You see, he turns. Amadeus sees you on the side watching. Just makes eye contact for a moment. The big spectral devil-clawed hand behind him turns and just flips you the bird specifically. All of you, but...
It's him.
Who?
Hundreds of years ago, I took to this very stage, in this very contest, to show the world how I rocked. And in my moment, my triumph, I was crushed by a falling light rig. My body, my instrument, destroyed utterly and forever. And the only person who was close enough to the rig to have undone its structural integrity was my bandmate, Ricardo's ancestor.
Whoa. You want me to punch him?
He is clearly a ghost as well. This song is not Ricardo's. This is his ancestors' music. Borrowed. Living through him from a time it should have been buried in.
Is he using the power of his ghostly ancestor to create so much rock?
He is.
You think about the gear that fell on you. The work may be of sloppy handiwork, but it was heavy. Had to have been a big hand to push all that stuff on you, right? A big, magical, powerful, devilish hand. Idle hands are the devil's playthings.
Indeed. His family came by nothing honestly. Who knows what deal with what spirit they made. The muse spoke not to him, nor to his ancestor. This music even, I remember now why I hate this music so much. I wrote this.
Oh, that's a good song.
It was a good song.
Amadeus, as you ponder this song, try to grasp onto the inspiration that led you to write it in the first place. Try to connect it. Was this your song? It sounds similar, but it's not exactly that.
It's not the same.
It's been warped from the style that made it yours. The chords aren't exactly the way you have played it. It's not the same song, but it has...
Certainly the lyrics aren't the same. They're way douchier than what I wrote.
It has the same fingerprints on it, even though it's a bastardization. It's a ruination of the music that you wrote in life. It's close enough that you feel yourself becoming more corporeal. Just for a moment, you think that during your set, you might have strength within you. You might be able to broach the veil and punch it, or do something with it.
Do you think this is why you are still here? So you can expose his thievery?
I know it is. I need to get my song back.
Yeah.
I might be able to open the veil. And I could punch him, but I think you'd do a much better job.
As you're having this conversation, trying to figure out what to do, how to respond, whether your set needs any last minute adjustments, Nicky, could you make me a look check?
Yeah.
DC...
They're rolling a D10?
6. It's a 7. Oh, that's a 1?
Yeah. There's a 7 right below it. That's the only way I can tell.
Okay, yeah.
You need a 6? Because you have 5 picks.
I do.
That's what they're for.
Well,
Cash in, Rick.
Yeah.
Nicky.
Yeah, Nicky, you are caught up in the moment, but I think you have this sort of like natural curiosity, like even folks that you don't like, you kind of, you're personable, you're observant. You pay attention to people and things even if you don't always know how to take care of them the way you want to. And you hear a sort of scratching noise from a locked utility closet, just a little ways off, not too far from the side of the stage.
What, guys, one sec. I'll be right back.
Okay, so you don't want me to punch him?
No, wait until I... Wait.
So you punch him first and then I'll punch him.
Sure.
Okay. I'll wait for you.
Nicky, as you approach the door, you hear like some scratching, snarling, growling.
Hello?
Hey. Nicky,
Yeah?
are you going on soon? Don't. I locked the door. Don't try to.
Lowell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All the cleaning stuff in here is. There is nothing left. It is a mess. I was gonna bail, but I wanted to hear you play.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
You're like a scraping noise.
Lowell, I mean, if being let out would be better, I can...
Nope. If I get let out, I'm gonna wreck everything here.
Okay.
I just wanted to like find a place where I could listen to all of you play without ruining your big night.
Okay.
I'm here to support the band. I'm here to support the band, and that's what I do. I'm supporting the band by walking myself. And you notice, like, kind of by the sort of entrance, like having been shoved under the door, there's like a little key. Lowell has clearly locked themselves in here and like pushed the key out to give themselves a place to go full wolf and also hear the concert.
Wow.
Lowell.
You really are the most supportive techie biggest fan sound engineer.
I'm sorry I can't do the
Lighting
merch
designer.
table tonight.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll find somebody else.
The shirts would get so ripped up, and maybe that's cool. Maybe that's the vibe you're going for. But no.
I think they're perfect. They're perfect the way they are. And you know what? You're perfect the way you are. I'm gonna take this
Wait, what?
key. You're perfect. You're great.
That's really nice. I think you're great.
Oh, thanks. But okay, so I'm gonna take this key so you don't accidentally unlock yourself, or nobody else
Yeah.
can come unlock you.
Great, thank you.
And then, just like when it is it past midnight? You de-wolf, or what's the deal?
Oh, it's gonna be at dawn, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of chill here. There's still some brooms I can break, but honestly, hearing the music's kind of helping me focus. It's actually really helping me focus. So really, don't worry about me. I just want you to know that you're great and you should kill it. And I'm sorry things are weird between us, but you're gonna do great, and I believe in you.
Lol, things are not weird between us, okay?
Oh,
It's
cool.
fine. And you're great, and I'm gonna take this key and come back in the morning and let you out, okay?
Cool.
Do you have any water in there? Do you need okay, whatever.
Yeah, there's a sink.
Okay, perfect. Good. I'll tell the guys that you're here and you're safe and you're gonna hear our set.
Cool.
Okay.
They're great.
We do love Lowell.
What a great NPC.
Trying their best.
Just want to hear the set.
Everyone, you all were so emphatic that they should try to be there, but that's a little tricky to navigate.
Sure.
So they're doing their
I'm sorry
best.
if I totally stepped on you by
No.
endowing them as a werewolf. I just thought it was...
I was prepared for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicky, you make your way back to the rest of the group, checking in. Valley of the Rogue is finishing their song, and you see Hal step onto the stage again. Something you see peeking out from her shoulders behind her like vest and her sort of cool suit. You see these like little feathers down her neck with like a sort of bird like the sort of cobalt and copper of a kingfisher bird. You see she sort of walks with an odd gait that in context you realize to be the gait of someone with like clawed feet, avian feet.
Whoa.
When you said she had crow's feet earlier, I was like, and what if she had actual crow's feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
Starbird.
Nicky, this is a very important concert. Not not just because of all of the artistic ambition that the three of us possess, but there is much at stake here.
Mm-hmm. Like a guitar, yeah.
Yes, like that. I'm glad that you are playing guitar and that you will be leading us tonight.
Wow. Thank you.
All right, you may know them. The song Fine. You may know them for a bunch of other stuff. They have been around this local circuit. And I hope that you enjoy them as much as I have. Give it up for Toledo Vader. The crowd goes wild.
Fine. Vader.
You don't know if she's actually listened to your music or if she's just saying that to hype up the crowd. But she gives you a little gesture, heads off stage, ushering you on. The lights blare in your face as you see a crowd spread out almost infinitely as the liminal stage expands to fill all manner of music, nerds, and magical beings in attendance this Friday, not Tuesday. There's a silence that fills the space. And the awkward hum as you check your guitars, your instruments, as you clear your throats into the mic and realize it's amplified to so many people. The acoustics in here are really good.
I feel like we have no intro. We just start playing.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
87.
You start playing a song called Albatross.
Thanks everyone for being here tonight. We love you.
It's hard being big. Wings that wrap around the world. It's hard being big. No one sees it when you land. It's hard being big.
Hard being big.
Soaring over oceans wide. It's hard being big.
Hard being big.
No one lets you be small. Of every one of your brothers. You got this. You can carry the weight. No matter what, you save them from their darker fate. Albatross. Spread your wings so spread your wings so it can mean what you want it to mean. It's hard being big. 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 It's hard to be an albatross.
Yeah!
That was actually kind of a banger.
That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crowd thinks so
take it.
too.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe the magical effect that takes place during and after this song
Yeah, I think
as the chords linger in the air?
The gold swirls on Belt's coat start to ripple off of him and spread out in the darkness of the stage as the three of us are lit by really tight spotlights. And you get this effect of waves, like an infinite gold ocean rippling behind us and spreading off to the edge of the stage, and bits of gold foam kind of splashing over and out onto the audience.
It manifests into a giant bird.
Yeah.
Whose wingspan covers the entire width and breadth of the liminal space, and it does one giant wing beat and showers the audience in golden light
Heck yeah.
Wow.
as it takes off into the sky.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
See, on that last truss, the flap happens and shoots up into the air.
Everyone raises their hands and they're covered in gold sparkles.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to catch him.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So pretty.
You see just in the wings Hal looking with a twinkle in her eye. You think maybe when she said she'd listened to your music before, she didn't really mean it. But she's listening now. Who wants to roll?
Me.
Roll.
Yeah, I get it. 84.
84. This song is called Boiling Over.
Oh. In contrast to the title, can it be kind of like a more slowy or introspective-y one?
Yeah. Can I count me out?
1, 2, 2, then 1, 2, 3. You guys are a great audience. We are Toledo Vader.
I feel like she's gonna pipe in so much crowd noise.
My name is Nicky Vader. These are two of my best friends in the whole world.
Hot on stove, water boiling, so hot I can't turn it down. Hot on stove, I'm dipping the toe in, and I know I can't be found. My heart sings for you in the darkness of the night, boiling over onto the floor. I don't know if I'll be alright. I feel so much in such short amount of time. I feel so much
like shining lights, waving hands. Describe the magical effect that transpires as you sing.
As the song crescendos toward the end, there's a beautiful blue sort of bubbling sensation that arises from behind us on stage, and then instead of falling down onto the audience like an overflowing, it when it reaches the crest, they all disperse upwards as little bubbles. Slowly rise toward the ceiling, popping as they get higher.
As the audience raises lighters in the air, waving them back and forth, you see that those motes of light reflected on the bubbles, refracting into sort of infinite futures and possibilities that pop one by one. But for a moment they were there, and for a moment they could be yours.
Wow.
Do you look to your bandmates, to anyone off stage? Is Nicky looking for a reaction from someone to this, or is he doing this for himself? Where does his attention turn in this moment?
I mean, yeah, he's probably gonna look to see if Hazel is watching, but it's not so much in a I hope you hear the message of this song in a way. It's more, I hope you see that, not in a boastful way, but in just a, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, you sort of, as you watch the bubbles pop, the audience ooh and ah, you turn to the side in the wings where she's standing watching. You see she looks, sort of wistful, not in a regretful way, but in a way that's sort of full of care, full of reflection. She's looking at the bubbles too, you realize. She doesn't make eye contact with you. She's just watching the incandescent lit futures boil over, move, dance across the space, thinking about what was, the bubbles that popped, the bubbles yet to form, what might be. For her, for you, for the two of you, whatever they are. She's lost in thought.
That was the intended effect.
He says into the microphone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. We're stuck. Thank you so much.
She starts and looks over, confused.
I didn't mean to say that.
No, that was boiling over.
I was boiling over. Thank you.
The intended effect we cut from the set list.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Same chords.
Yeah.
We got one more.
Wow.
And one more. Want to roll?
How about 19?
19. Yeah. This one's kind of the longest one, so you can cut it down if you want.
Amazing.
So far, we've come so far.
So far, we've come so far. Can we do a little Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge? Almost, but not quite. Look up in the moonlight. Look out, the stars shine. Yeah, I'm yours, you're mine. We've come so far. Almost, not quite. We've come so far. One of these times we'll get it right inside. So far. Our hearts on the rocks, kept inside a box. We are going back and forth across the sky. We can't try, we only do. We've come so far, almost, not quite. We've come so far, almost, not quite. Look into the light. We're stuck inside, trying to reach the door. There's no more light, there's no more sky, there's no more. How will I find you once again? How will I find my love? How will I find my breath? We've come so far. We've come so far. Almost, not quite. So close, not quite. Almost, not quite. So close, not quite. We've come so far. We've come so far.
Describe the magical effect that takes place as Amadeus sings to the crowd.
It's like a narrowing of the field of vision,
Yeah.
so that people all sort of experience themselves in a long dark hallway with a like lighted doorway at the end open.
The sort of
Sort
Can
of
I-
light at the end of the tunnel
Yeah.
sort of image.
it's can I add to that that it's a tunnel and there's a light at the end. But it's narrow. It's not walls on either side. It's open air.
Yeah.
It's like a bridge. And in the door there's a silhouette blocking out a little bit of the light. Branches, trunk, maybe. Does the audience smell peaches?
Sure, yeah.
In this reverie, the audience, people go to concerts to feel connected with each other and also to feel alone in a crowded place, both at once, to come together to feel within themselves. And as they move from the wonder of a shared spectacle with others to the internal recognition of a sort of solitary experience that each will take a different thing from. You feel your words and chords land and resonate. You see band members from the sides watching as you move towards the end of your set. And as soon as that under the applause of the crowd chanting your name, Toledo Vader, Toledo Vader, Toledo Vader, you're ushered off stage. You did it. It was the battle of the bands you sang.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Good set, guys. Good set.
Boys, you killed it.
You killed it.
You killed it. You both killed it.
We
We killed it. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belt. Yeah. Wow. Those were some beautiful manifestations.
Did you smell peaches?
Yeah. Really strongly there at the end. The peach pit locket.
Is it still there?
It's still there. It's a little warmer now. You've never really perceived warmth in a long time, so it's strange.
I feel as though this experience is bringing me closer to understanding, resolution.
Great set. Hal, you see, moves to congratulate you. She walks up. I have to go run the applause-o-meter but I just want to say, great job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your Honor. I mean, no. That's sorry. It's been a long night.
I like your shoes.
Thank you. She gives you a sort of bemused smile, and before she sort of moves away to head on stage, as folks are like adjusting some of the tech, getting your instruments moved back to your room, she turns to Belt for a moment, sort of pulling you aside, not so far that the others can't hear, but into a little bit of a one-on-one. She says, "That first song, did you write it?"
Yeah. Well, me and Nicky. Most of me. He helped me with some of the flowery words.
You're very humble about it, and it's good to give credit to bandmates. It can lead to troubles down the road, but I really liked it.
You ever feel like that? Like you're a symbol of something and not seen for the real thing?
Yeah. I did when I was your age, and I have only come to feel more that way as time has gone on, but I don't think I've seen myself in a song like that for a while. So thank you.
You mean it?
I mean it.
Well, thanks. That's really nice. That's and he'll just like hold out a giant meaty paw to shake.
She shakes your hand, and as she pulls her hand away and moves to go address the crowd, you see that there is a feather that she has palmed to you, a blue and copper kingfisher feather. Would you like to make a book check?
Yeah, I'm bookie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d6 here. What's the target?
4.
So I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I do have 3 little guitar picks.
If you want to hold on to those for
Punching somebody?
you're gonna have there's gonna be some rolls later too if you want to hold on for some like.
I'll just ask.
ballad
I'm gonna
bands
ask Nicky
on it
about
and
this.
stuff.
About this
If
feather.
if you turn to the others, they can also roll, and
Yeah.
if you want to roll book.
You failed.
Oh, that's true.
okay. Yeah, you get another one. Yeah, you're like, it's a feather.
Do you think this would look good in a hat?
Whoa. Yeah.
That's a 12.
Oh, it's exploding.
You're not really a hat guy, though.
It's a 22. So Amadeus will. This is not a feather.
What?
It is a feather, but it's something else.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you all my lore. Yeah, this is the feather of a type of magical creature. This is not a regular kingfisher feather. This cobalt and rust amulet is of a creature called an alkanost, which is a human seabird hybrid, almost like a harpy. But unlike a harpy, whose voices frighten people, scare them away, drive terror into their hearts, alkanosts' voices are believed to both summon storms and bring the calm after the storm. Believed by some to be the inverse of a sorrowful or evil siren who lures the hopeful to their doom, the song of an alkanost is said to bring respite and hope. Whether it's that simple, you don't know, but you do know that there's power in a voice and power in a voice shared. And this is a boon from one such being.
So I should put it in my hat for later?
You should hold on to that.
Okay.
That's important. Don't lose it.
Okay.
It's very special that you've been given one. You've done good.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you've done well also. Heroes do good. Skilled people do well. You have done both.
He just kind of nods and he starts to reach to put in his pocket and realize he doesn't have pockets that he's used to. He's like,
He's just holding a business card and a feather.
Yeah.
they put them both in one hand and he's going to go join his bandmates to wait for the results.
Yeah, here's how the applause-o-meter works, my friends. Whether or not the night is a success is up to each of you. Like you said earlier, whether you believed it or not, winning is not the most important thing, unless it is, in which case it is, but maybe it's not. How it's going to work, though, is I'm going to have each of you make a roll. You can spend as many guitar picks as you want on it, and we're going to add those together. What you're going to do is you're going to add your rock die, and you are going to add the attribute that you think best exemplifies what you showcased, the part of yourself that was laid bare for the audience, shared with them in your song. You are looking to collectively beat a 40, all added together.
All right.
So, and you can pool your tokens to like try to explode each other's if you want.
Attribute that was most accurately showcased.
So I'm going to be rolling tough, I think.
Yeah. It's like resilience. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a D12 for me.
Mine was like introspective and longing.
That might be look. If
Okay.
it's introspective, if you're trying to sort of share insight or perceive things about yourself.
Yeah.
It could be book if you're looking into the past and trying to remember things about your history.
Which one is more appropriate?
We didn't do any quick checks. I'm so sorry.
I think mine will be look.
Yeah. Luke.
We're trying to beat a 40?
Trying to beat a 40, all collectively.
That is a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Battle of Bands isn't easy to win.
No, it's
you did
not.
very well, but it's not easy.
We're not doing anything with that.
I don't know. But, Kyle, if you spend two, that becomes
the
a
D6
6,
explodes.
and then you get to roll a D8 and add that.
That's true.
This is
but
how it works.
I want to wait to
Yeah.
see what everybody else did.
Yeah.
I got a 9 and a 1.
I got an 8 and a 4, so the 4 explodes.
Great. Yeah, let's.
No, it explodes into
And
That's
becomes
the
a
rock that
6,
explodes
okay.
into a D6. We're going to do a lot of wacky math as these dice explode. We see the culmination of your successes and your failures coming to bear.
Okay.
You add that as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was a 12 before, now it's a 16. If I spend 2 of these,
Yes.
it becomes an 18 and gets a D8 rolled.
Yeah, do
Yes.
that. Do that for sure.
2 more.
2 more.
So 20.
20. Okay.
20 just from
20.
belt.
Okay.
20 from belt.
20 from belt.
What did
20.
you get?
I got a 9 and a 1, which I think
All right.
How many
does...
picks do you have?
I have 2.
And we can
if
spend
you
on
spend
each
a pick on the
other's?
9, you can turn it into a 10 and then roll it again.
Oh,
You can explode it.
right.
The introspection.
Do it.
Yeah, oh God.
Keep track of what you've rolled so far, though.
Okay,
You can roll the other. There's another
So
D10
that's
if you
10
want to,
more.
like.
Because it was a
This
1 and
one?
a 9.
Yeah, so
Right.
10. So we're at 30.
So we're at 30. We're at 30. And what's this?
A 6.
A 6.
36.
Okay.
36.
Okay, where are you sitting?
I have 7.
7? You want to explode stuff to see how much you beat it by?
let's just see
Because
that.
it's looking good for our guys.
So we'll spend 2. Spend 2 to upgrade this to a D8 and roll that.
Aren't you glad you failed to walk across that bridge earlier?
So glad.
Life
D8.
experience becomes art.
We're 3 more.
3 more.
So 10 from me.
10.
Yeah.
All right.
12 from you. Because that became a 6.
That's right. 12. Excuse me.
Okay. Can someone tell me what the math was of that?
So it was 36 before the 12.
36
so
48.
plus 12, 48.
Yeah.
Okay. A 48 on the skill check. That passes the difficulty of 40, and it does so, which is perhaps important in this case, by more than 5. Yes. You hear, and we're gonna all be the applausometer. I'll roll to see how close all these little guys got. That's fun.
I hope this crowd is a Kelso crowd.
Okay, the crowd is on fire. Maybe it's because of the charisma you put into this. Maybe it's because you're finishing strong. There's a recency bias. The crowd is loving all of these acts. There is a fondness in their mind as they think back on the amazing night they've had. Folks go wild for Kelso and Hazel. There's a big pop for Valley of the Rogue. Folks are just excited to hear them. There is an electricity to being in the room with them. But when Hal asks the audience to applaud for Toledo Vader, it goes wild. People are screaming, throwing things, crying, blowing bubbles from little bubble things that they got, waving their arms like birds, staring forlornly into the middle distance, thinking about their lives. All things they have been inspired to do by the 3 of you. And as the winners announced of the Foxglove Liminal Invitational Battle of the Bands, we'll get one encore from our winners, Toledo Vader! An audience member from the crowd near the front, overcome with emotion, shouts out at you. Does someone want to roll a D100?
Yeah.
As you are ushered on stage, your instruments are brought back out.
60.
Play High Noon!
Yeah, we can play High Noon.
All right.
All right.
Yes! Yes! They turn. She turns and shakes her friend. They're gonna play High Noon! Yes!
One more song.
One more song. One more song.
It's high
One more
noon.
song.
I'm strutting onto the scene.
Onto the scene.
Everybody wants to be me.
Wants to be me.
It won't be over too soon. We'll make it last until high noon. Until high noon.
When I walk into the spot, everybody knows my name. You know what it's gonna be, you know what they're gonna say. We're here to bring this party to the floor. We're gonna have so much fun, you won't see us walking out that door.
Leave the ugly, leave the bad. We only keep the good. Your tombstone in the yard gonna be made of wood. We gonna burn this place down. It's risky. Everybody gets 3 shots of whiskey. High noon. It's high noon. High noon.
What time is it? It's high noon.
And what we gonna do, we're gonna
High
have
noon.
everybody sing with me. High noon. Everybody dance with me. High noon. Everybody come with me. High noon. Everybody look at me.
Nicky strums the guitar, lightning rains down. A new energy fills the crowd. He starts to walk, stepping on thin air. Walking out over the crowd, they reaching up, they cheer.
May be full moon, but I think it's high noon. It might be a full moon, but I think it's high noon. It might be a full moon, but I think it's high noon. Might be a full moon. High noon.
Literal lightning shattering up. Nicky fucking gets in there and really gives it the whammy in the bend. Lightning arcs from the tip of the guitar, striking various points throughout the liminal space. Things erupting in electricity of various colors. The clap of thunder can be heard so loud that all the audience's applause is completely deafened and muted amongst the pure unadulterated raw power of rock.
Yeah. Applause becomes thunder. Thunder becomes applause. Strobe lights become lightning. Lightning becomes strobe lights. As you sit and take it all in, where do your minds go? What's next for you? Whether it's tonight, whether it's making good or bailing on plans you had, someone owes someone a drink. Whether it's having a conversation that's been long overdue, whether it's taking some time for yourself, where do each of your minds go?
If I punch Ricardo, I think I'm gonna punch Ricardo.
You should do that.
Okay.
Do you walk off stage right now? You see Ricardo sneering.
Hey, it's okay set. We'll wind up with big dumb uppercut.
Yeah. Give me a buff check.
Yeah.
That's a D20 from your boy.
Yeah, and you still got some tokens left too.
All right, that is a 13. I can pump it to a 15.
I think you should.
And I do.
Because with 5 over,
Punch the malignant spirit right out of him.
not only as you move to punch him, you recognize the truth of what Amadeus had said. This is not a fully living creature. Something spectral, furious, animated by a sort of revenant's desire for something that it cannot have, clinging to materiality, not as Amadeus does through a love of music and a desire to solve the mysteries of his past, but by a desire to access creativity without being creative. There is so little to this man that a lesser fist would go straight through him. But you have no lesser fist.
You have greater fist.
And as Ricardo sort of sprawls out on the floor, Belt is going to take the business card for Freddy.
Oh, brutal.
And he's just going to like toss it at him, and it lands and sort of slides into the open
Yeah,
breast
it
of his
does.
coat.
Truly nasty.
It absolutely does.
Yes.
And then kind of look over at Tizzy and just like smile, thumbs up.
She gives you a thumbs up. Our other friends, what's on your mind as you stare out at the crowd, the rush of performing live?
I kind of feel like I don't need to say anything else to Hazel.
Yeah.
But I do want to just maybe I'll write her a note.
Yeah.
I'll write her a note that says, "Hey, I still owe you that drink some other time if you want, but I think that maybe tonight's not the night. Call me if you want to, but no pressure. You have my number." And then I'm gonna slip it under her door on the green room,
Yeah.
the dressing room.
With the sort of emotional maturity of someone who can differentiate between wants and needs and nice to haves, you are able to shed a weight that's been on your shoulders for a long time. You don't know where the night after parties is going to take you. You know it's going to take you alongside your bros, and you know it's going to be great. And maybe it's a new era for Nicky.
Amadeus on the stage, having finished the set, a flood of memories wash over him. He feels the warmth of the lights for the first time, well, for the second time, really.
Yeah.
He remembers what it was like the last time he was here.
Yeah.
He remembers the songs he never got to play and feels the discovery of those things through the music he made with his bandmates. He doesn't see it happen, but he feels Ricardo get punched the crap out of him. And that lifts a considerable amount of weight off of his sorrowful soul. As he stands on stage watching the crowd, he feels somebody take his hand, and he looks to the side, and maybe he's the only one who can see her. But standing with him is Maxine, the woman that he loved before he died. He feels permission to stop. He thinks for a long moment about whether or not he should. And he says to her, not just yet.
I understand.
I need to say goodbye.
I'll be by the tree.
And when he turns away from her, she is gone. And whether or not anyone else noticed that, he doesn't know. But he looks to his friends who have just done the best show of their lives, and he feels the warmth of pride for his friends and of the things that they've accomplished. And he means to have, if nothing else, one more evening of revelry at the height of their experience.
As you turn to head off stage to greet your friends, you bash your shin into a monitor.
He is both frustrated that he bashed his shin into a monitor, immediately confused that he bashed his shin into a monitor, and then very quickly, these three things happen in very rapid succession. And then the third thing is happy that he bashed his shin into a monitor. He winces and then immediately smiles and realizes that he doesn't know if any of the doors in this building push or pull open.
As you turn towards your friends with the realization that you can give them a big hug, you have a whole night ahead of you, a night to celebrate, to have those big conversations as the rush of emotions pour out of you, to say things that were left unsaid, to work through business unfinished and joke about business to come. You know that there's a part of you that even if you move on to the next phase, if when the dawn comes and wolves turn back into roadies, that you might be able to walk across that bridge and find that peach tree and become something different than what you are now, something a little bit more distant from this plane. You'll always live on in your music, in the million faces you've rocked, in the friendships that you've made. And when you hear the music again and remember what it is, you will become that music. And when you become that music, others will be able to hear it and remember it too. You were the music. And once you remembered what the music was, you remember who you are. And when you share who you are with others, then you stay with them. Toledo Vader will never die. Thank you so much for listening to RPG Major. This has been the Battle of the Bands. I have been your substitute teacher, GM Camilla. If you have not listened to the main mystery arc of this campaign, go give it a listen. I assume you're here because you've heard it, but if you haven't, there's so much more to hear. If you have, please tell a friend about it. Word of mouth is the biggest way that folks have found out about our show, and we really appreciate it.
Nicky Vader is played by Seattle improviser and musician Melvina Fletcher. Find them on Instagram at MuleWho. Amadeus was Kyle Hennick, who performs regularly throughout the Seattle area. Follow him on Instagram at danger_K. Belt Toledo is Helix. Follow him and the show on Instagram at RPG Major. The GM for this arc is Camilla Franklin, who also does the art and design for the show. She recently created a map of Foxglove, which you can find on our website or Discord. Follow her on Instagram at Camillastrator. All music for this arc was created live in the room by our incredible accompanist Noah Samuels, who's on Instagram at Samuels_Noah. Since you don't need context and the songs are a hoot, this arc could be a great one for you to share with a friend. So please, let someone know about this show. Okay, we'll see you next time. We have two partner songs. One is for a show called Ladies of Lore. Let's teach you about lore. I've done a bunch of research and I'm going to tell you about female characters from lore.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. It's really well done.
Yeah.
And the gal, India, who makes it, she and I have been talking for a bit back and forth. We may in the future try and do a collab episode with her.
Oh, cool.
Where she researches the siren and then throws songs at us.
Oh, wow. Yes, cool. Wow. India, if you're listening, that sounds fantastic. And I'm looking up your podcast right now. Lots of ladies in our lives. but we may not know the secrets that they hide. Oh, mother dear, you're just like me, ladies of lore. And
If you want to know more, sit around the campfire with the ladies of lore. If you want to know more, sit around the campfire with the ladies of lore.
I'm following it.
Oh, yeah. Helix is going to pipe in so much crowd noise. Right?
Felix from the editing bay here. Am I?
I think just big energy, as energetic as we can. Everyone, this will be our last thing because I know we're all tired.
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the. This is the back in black.
I think that's what
That was so fun. What a fun thing that was that we just did.
Yay!
That was great.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go, Camilla.
Really cool system that you made.
Yeah.
I know you could have used anything to do it, but using guitar picks to be the thing is so great.
And that's something that we have a little bit of in the game. We'll like give them to each other to boost up rolls when cool stuff happens.
Yeah.
That's great.
But
Especially
the game has like a thing called failure tokens that you can use, and I was like, the failure tokens should be guitar picks. We've already got them. We've already got them. To give Kyle and Melvina a little bit of context about that sketchy record label, do we want to share?
Yeah.
Because that's like the one piece of connected lore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sketchy record label!
So Freddie Van Sweeten is a big antagonist in the main campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
He is a creative vampire who signs artists and then like drains them dry.
Hence all of Hazel's accompanied artists being just husks
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll do your best work.
for 2 years.
Yep.
And then you're done. Hazel's in for a bad time. She's in for a bad ride.
We'll see. We'll see.
I love Amadeus' whole arc.
But Camilla, thank you. Camilla, thank you for like picking up what I was putting down on that. I was like, I'm gonna just kind of like allude to some shit. I'm pretty sure Camilla will know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I came in with the framework, and then I was like, Lowell's a character, Hal's a character. And I have a lot of I-5 exits and song titles. So everything you threw at me was a gift because I was like, now I know what the story is.
Lowell was great.
Yeah.
Lowell was great.
Shout out to Lowell.
What a great character.
We gotta get them out of that closet.
Yeah, we gotta get Lowell out. Stuck in werewolf mode.
I'm going to pause recording. Thank you all for listening. This has been Melvina as Nicky Vader, Helix as Bel Toledo, and Kyle as Amadeus. Noah on the strings, and I've been Camilla. This has been a playtest of a cool thing that, a fun fact, the code name for this playtest for this system was called Alkanost.
Okay, last thought from the editing bay. If you like hearing us talk about sort of how we make the show and hearing some behind the scenes stuff, a lot of actual play shows have a sort of talk back, reflect on the campaign sort of show. Let us know if that's something you'd like to hear. After all, you listened this far, so pop over into our Discord. Let us know that's something you're interested in.
Or check us out on our Discord if you are wanting to chat about the show, hear from us, and you promise to be nice. If you are cool. If you are a party person. If you want to post on the Discord about how you liked one of our songs, it makes our day. If you make an animatic, it makes our year.